Hello everyone, my name is Kid Zeal and welcome back. I apologize for the odd little doohickey there. As you can see, the camera's working. Now that we are on PS4, there we are. Again, I do apologize. I went from PC to PS4 because honestly, my PS4 has a better streaming connection than my actual PC. Also, I look like a fucking derp without a fucking goatee on. I'm trying to grow it back, but I don't exactly have a good razor to do so. But as you can see, as I'm moving around, although it isn't perfectly stable, it's certainly a hell of a lot more tolerable than the PC. Also, you can see me. I'm glorious, aren't I? I'm beautiful. Love me. Alright, jokes aside, though. That's a nice sword. Yeah, no, it's... I much rather and much prefer playing it on the PS4. The actual controller input on PS4, while not half as sharp, thank fuck, and it's technically not as responsive either. It's also a lot smoother with its transition. When you're playing it on PS4, or PC, it is accurate to a T. But God, you try to go straight and kind of veering off to the right or left just a little bit, and it's really off-putting. But that being said, we're gonna get right back into it. I apologize again for going from PC to PS4. It's just it looks better. It looks super janky, and I didn't want to do that to you guys. So I do hope that you can forgive me for that. So Krill, with the next part of the quest, is saying, as ever, the way forward is paved with difficult decisions. I think I need to turn down the volume, don't I? Can I actually? No, I can't. We can ill afford to ignore the threat of a new ultimate weapon, but with each passing day, the plight of the Scions grows ever more perilous. So we need to just want to check the... Each passing day, the plight of the Scions... Well, okay, that's loud. Yeah, I'm gonna have to turn that down. I'm gonna have to turn down the music. I think I ended up turning it up again because I was enjoying the in-game music for a little bit there. So just give me a moment there after this. Yeah. If you cannot stay for a debriefing on the ultimate weapon, I will not stop you. I only ask that you confer with me before returning to the first. Alright, so while we are doing that, we now have to go into here. And holy shit, yeah, that's a lot louder than it used to be. I think I had that down to like 45. There we go. Also, I think I had this down to about 50. There we go. That is much better. Also, I really like the rabbit, Tsukuyomi. That is the character that I was talking about. The brother of Tsukuyomi, the actual chick who became Tsukuyomi. She is... Who the fucking... What the hell do you have there? Oh, that unlocks the dungeon. That guy... That continues the story. Got it. Okay. Weird. Yeah, so the guy who... The nerd dude. That guy. He is the ambassador who is assisting her brother. That's who he is. Ruby Doomsday. So that's what this is. So that's the other weapon that they're sending. Oh my god, Ruby. You know what? I'm going to save this. I'm going to save that. I might do that tomorrow. If we get enough of this done. The way home, Krill can see the steely resolve in your eyes, and suspects she knows to where your duty calls you. I take it you're ready to return to the first. Then I would ask that you apprise the others of your recent events here in the source, namely Xenos' return and the development of a new ultimate weapon. As for their bodies, you may assure them Master Matoya and I will continue doing what we can to keep the corporeal ether stable. Safe travels, kid. I hope to see you in the other Scions soon. Alright, so now we gotta go to the Crystarium. Coffee, 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 coffee. Oh, coffee. The good stuff. Makes you have to poop. Oh god. So true though. In another hour, we'll be able to take part in the story. Well, the fishing. Well, at least try to. Seriously though, fucking 24, man. Jeez. Only 24 people are allowed on that boat. I'm really hoping that I'll be able to apply for it. God, I'm ugly without that goatee. Ooh. You guys over here on the right. The picture of me is over on the left. Ugh. I'm ugly. I am ugly. Alrighty. So we gotta go up here. We gotta go up to the Ocular and talk to Mr. Pretty Boy himself. Everybody's favorite boy toy, the Crystal Exarch. Hello, how's it going? Thanks for joining. I'd like to say you can wave back, but you know I waved and the screen went dark. Hi, how's it going? I can see that you joined. Not that you said anything, but that you joined. Alright, so here's the Crystal Exarch, Mr. Fuck, what was his actual name? I can't remember. You've come at a most opportune time, my friend. I've made something of a breakthrough in my research on the soul and a means to return the Scions home. I trust you too have been making good use of your time. Ill tidings from the source, you say? Then I will summon the others, that we might all be apprised of the situation. Alrighty. May the glory be sent. May glory be, do be, yes, things that are. Is there actually going to be a voiceover for this one? Looks like there might be.
Now that we are all here, what news from the source?
You're all gonna die!
A new Ultima weapon. We must count ourselves lucky that Gaius has pledged his assistance.
Fucking really?
While this is indeed a worrying development, I think the state of the Empire as a whole greater grounds for concern.
Fair enough. Though I must say, screw that idea, because to be fair, I'd much rather be more concerned about the fact that Mr. Asshole is back. Also, my natural hair color is not black. It just so happens to look that way. One of these days I'm gonna make a fucking vlog. Not that I'll ever need to if I can't manage to get a decent amount of subscribers, all things considered. But yeah. Let's see here. Well, this isn't... Oh, wait.
With the Emperor slain and Xenos returned, it is impossible to predict how matters will unfold in Garlemald. The Ultima weapon may be but the first of many unpleasant surprises.
Our need to return unto the source.
Then let us address that issue. Our long search for a means to see you safely home may well be nearing its conclusion.
Which is all fine and dandy, but I would much rather...
We made one. An ark for soul and mind both, that will allow your incorporeal self in its entirety to be ferried between worlds. A spirit vessel, if you will.
That is actually really cool.
However...
Though the vessel is possessed of the requisite qualities to hold mind and memory, It wanteth yet for a means to receive of them. For that, we must needs imbue it with the Exarch's innate gift.
A gift that lives on only through the blood of the Allegan Emperors, which certainly does not flow within Aurosite or any other crystal.
You cannot squeeze blood from stone! But today we will try. All the same.
Just so, milady. The blood serveth as a conduit of sorts. In its absence, memory cannot pass from mind unto mind, nor from flesh unto crystal.
Yeah, but you're not flesh.
That being the case, we must either alter the process of inheritance so as to require no such thing, or determine a means by which my blood may permeate the vessel.
Have you considered jabbing it into your eye, perhaps? I don't know, maybe. Like a vampire, just stake yourself in the heart with a thing? Like, look at the damn thing, it fucking looks perfect. I like how the light just makes me look a lot fatter than I actually am. That's actually rather smooth, but... got a weird jut on my chin, I guess.
I am hopeful that the records found within this tower will yield the knowledge we require to pursue one or the other of these avenues.
I am ugly without a goatee.
As well you should be. The Allegan's body of etherological research is extraordinary. I can scarce believe it the work of ages past. But its underlying principles are not so very different from those of my own field of study. Given time, we will find the answers we seek.
I know that you can ill afford to wait, and it pains me that I must ask you to do so. I can only reaffirm my promise to you that a solution will be found.
Yeah, but what are the other three doing, technically?
Whatever it takes, I will see you safely home.
How very kind of you.
My apologies.
There she is. Oh, no, wrong one.
I do hope you haven't come to tell us that mortal peril fast approaches.
The world is burning! The cities are crumbling!
No. I had hoped to speak with the Warrior of Darkness.
Which one?
But there is no need to cut short your meeting on my account. I will be waiting outside.
How kind of you. Alright, seems that we got something to deal with.
She knows I don't mind. Unless she didn't want to.
Perhaps I might accompany you. Though I am woefully ill-qualified to assist in the Exarch's research, I may yet be of some use to Lena.
I really do need to change that katana. Ooh. I'll take those silver pieces, thank you! I shall use them to get out of poverty. My poverty is well below the line. Oh. Oh. God fucking damn it. Oh, for fuck's sakes, I'm fucking... Ah! I must confess, while I enjoy my fair share of scholarly research, it will be good to step outside for a spot of fresh air. Now then, shall we go and speak with Lena? What's up, babe? To think we will not only have Xenos to contend with once we return, but a new ultimate weapon as well. Why must all of our enemies insist on returning from their graves? Fucking really. Seems to be all of them. All of them. I can't think of one that stayed dead. Aside from that chick in white armor who really likes Gaius. Or is she that chick who was with Gaius? Oh no. Ugh. The Warrior of Light is incapable of killing people. Fuck! Monsters? Yeah, sure, we'll slay them left, right, and center. But someone who is literally causing global catastrophe. Fuck it. We'll let him live. Or we'll just make it so that he has some way to come back. We won't confirm the fact that we just cut off his head. And... Black Mage! Someone just burn his corpse! Turn it to cinders! Come on, please! Fuck. Jeez. Jeez. Alright, so what do we have? We have... Right. Nidhogg stayed dead. But he was a monster. He was a beast. Fuck! I can't think of a proper single human enemy that stayed dead, aside from, like, that one guy at the end of Stormbringers. No, not Stormbringers. At the end of Stormblood. Again, I'm wrong. The Dragon Song War. At the end of the Dragon Song War, when you go to transfer into Stormbringers, you have to fight that one guy, the Griffin. That guy. Anyways, he's the one human enemy that I think that's actually stayed dead, and I can't even remember if we're the ones who killed him. Is that going to be the story of the Warrior of Light? They haven't killed a single person. They keep coming back. So we are the purest of heroes. We don't even kill our enemies. They get themselves killed somehow. That's a really nice sword. What was that? Oh, he changed the class. I wanted to see what that was. Hey there, Alphino. It's just weird. I mean, it does not strike me as one who enjoys being made to wait. Yeah, she really never was she? We have little time, so I will be brief. A Sin Eater has been sighted in Lakeland, and I ask for your assistance in slaying it. That's it? A Sin Eater? I heard some few yet remained after the night had returned, but perhaps we could call the others? That will not be necessary. There's only a single Sin Eater. A simple task for our guard, I should think. That said, I believe fighting alongside the Warrior of Darkness would be a valuable experience for them. Peace can lead to complacency, and they gain nothing from an easy victory, but you do not underestimate... No. Apparently Monster Hunter had an update. But you cannot underestimate your foes, however harmless they may seem. My men would do well to learn from your example. Why not Alphino? You cannot be serious. Come now, kid. What could be more inspiring than fighting alongside the renowned Warrior of Darkness herself? It's fair enough, I suppose, but come on. I mean, Alphino's a badass, let's be honest. Alphino's a badass. Excellent. Then let's make for Fort Jump. Fort Jump. Nice sword. I think that was the same one. It's kind of funny because once I get those last two pieces of the actual armor set, I'm probably going to turn them in. Once I get access to the starting to get the actual higher grade stuff, I'm probably going to throw them away and turn them into a glamour set. Because honestly, I really like this armor set. I genuinely enjoy this armor set, and I'm really looking forward to actually getting the weapon. I really am. I am jealous of you being able to find someone or a group to actually go and do that with. I can't do that. Like, I have a group that I could do that with, but they aren't on my server or even on my data center anymore. The Sin Eaters that remain no longer have a leader to guide them, but they are no less dangerous. They cannot be suffered to live. Fair enough. If you would wait here a moment, I will gather the others. Lower spine. Lower spine. Snap, crackle, pop. Snap, crackle, pop. We have some recruits. You may not remember, but you have met these soldiers once before, though only in passing. Long have they awaited the opportunity to fight at your side. I was at death's door that day, after the Sin Eaters attacked. If you and yours hadn't come along, I'd have likely stepped through and I wouldn't have been alone. Your courage and selflessness is something we all aspire to. I too was there. That terrible day, my friend was transformed into a Sin Eater before my very eyes, and I had no choice but to cut her down. The thought of returning to the field, of holding a blade again, it filled me with dread. But that is no way to honor her or my comrades, and so I have returned. I swear I will not let you or anyone else down from this day forward. Oh God, sweet child. Ardent Scout! A pleasure to meet you, truly. It seems like only yesterday I watched as you took flightless stride and armor up to go and save the Oracle. Strange to think, the Olmoran soldiers we once locked blades with are now on our side, but we will do our utmost to keep the peace here in Lakeland. We seem to be missing one. Where the hell is your helmet? Honest soldier. My apologies, Captain. An elderly gentleman asked that I escort him to Clearmelt. It took longer than I anticipated. I'll not begrudge your desire to help those in need, but a soldier must be punctual, especially when we play host to an honored guest. It won't happen again. The name's Thaler. Something tells me he's gonna die. He's the only one who has a name, and I get the feeling that he's going to die. They're like, make this guy likable, and then kill him. I'm sure you don't remember, but we met once before in the infirmary. Oh, is he the guy who was hurt, who I ended up helping? Oh, that guy who came in. Yeah. I asked you to deliver a message to the Exarch and the Warrior of Darkness. And the Warrior of Darkness. Little did I know, I was already talking to her. Don't give up, don't give in. I keep those words close to my heart. And the boundless, beautiful skies above serve as a reminder of their importance. Oh, I've slipped back. Give me a moment. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, fuck. My ears are ringing now. Ugh, fucking hell. Alright. My friend got to see the Knight's return shortly before he passed. He left this world with a smile, satisfied with a glimpse of what was to come. I'm out of coffee. There are countless others who weren't so fortunate. They gave their lives for the promise of a future they'll never know, and so it falls to us to do everything we can to fulfill that promise. No matter what happens, we won't give up. We won't give in. Dear cheese. Your heroism has inspired all of our guardsmen in much the same manner. Our scouts at the northern staging point have not had the pleasure of meeting you in person. Let us not keep them waiting. How many of them are we taking with us? Dearie me. Ooh. I want this. I have been working on my mount collection, by the way. Well, I did get this one. Not recently, but a little while ago. I was kind of trying to get that one, and I got it. I was very happy. I think I got it my first run. I think. I still need to get the Nightmare. However, I did get the Gobu and 2 other mounts. I don't know why I'm talking about this, considering we're doing the story. Right, I got the Dire Wolf. And where's the other one? There's the Gobu right there. Got the Gobu. And right, the Obust. I wonder if these things actually... Oh, that one does something. What about this one? No, nothing? Shame. Yeah, fuck off. Oh, what do we... Well, you're different. Still coming? Didn't think so. Should we do this as the Dark Knight? I suppose it doesn't really matter what we do it as, does it? Nah, probably not. I mean, the reason why I actually have this one set up is to make it look like I'm Sephiroth, I guess. I still need to dye the blade white. Looks glorious when you use white. Like, let me see here. Dye. So this one really does make it look nice. What am I looking for? There we go. That's what I want. Then I want to go like this, because you can see a lot of like the really pretty parts of it. Because when you use its normal color, it looks like that, right? Looks good, looks all right. But you do that, and you can really see a lot of the sheen on like the back of the blade. And I really do like that. And then with this, it's a little bit brighter. So it's like, I don't know if I want to use this, but it'd be a really good thing to do. But I'd much rather pull it out and use it directly on it than just the glamour itself, you know? Like, if I'm going to use the pure white dye, I might as well use it on the actual item, so I'll probably go and do that later if I use the pure white. But Snow White, it's everyday use. We can do that. I have no idea why I actually switched to Dark Knight. Oh well, whatever. We will, Sephiroth it up, I guess.
Did you slay this eater? Your orders were to await the main force before engaging.
No, Captain. It wasn't us, I swear it. A man came out of nowhere and cut it down before we knew what was happening.
Fascinating.
By himself. Certainly it is no light warden, but nevertheless.
It's true. Felled it with a single swing of his axe, he did. I've never seen anything like it.
Oh.
So I says to him, who are you, the warrior of bleeding darkness? And he says, no, I'm a warrior of light. And that was it. Buggered off as quick as he came.
A warrior of light? Why would someone go around calling himself that, though? It was those bastards who caused the flood. I mean, if you were going to pretend to be anyone, it'd be her. The warrior of darkness.
Eh? Oh, I didn't know. It's an honor.
You guys might want to back off.
Since the Eater is no longer a threat, our work here is done. Return to your posts.
I know who it is.
I had hoped to fight at your side today. But I'll continue to follow your example, and may we meet again.
I do know who it is. It's just... I don't know if it's actually
I apologize
him.
for the wasted journey. It seems I overestimated the threat. As for this warrior of light, I do not know who would be brazen enough to take that mantle for his own. Whatever it may once have meant, it is forever tainted by the association with the Flood. The Exarch told me the truth of Ardbert and his comrades' deeds, and I am aware they played some part in your own triumph.
That's the guy.
But to most, they are synonymous with the calamity that befell this world. Still, if this man is minded to destroy Sin Eaters, I may forgive him his unfortunate choice of alias.
Unfortunate or not, the fact of the matter still stands.
But that is neither here nor there. I thank you for accompanying me.
The problem is he's probably a husk. A body without a soul.
Shall we return to the Crystarium? There is a proposal I should like to make.
Proposal?
Forgive me. There is one more thing. A personal concern of mine. I had hoped you might have a moment to speak privately.
Take your time. I shall go on ahead.
I'll see you there. Pardon me.
I will not mince words. This matter concerns the Exarch.
Pardon me.
Though his countenance belies his age, his demeanor never has. He has seen more than any man should and grown ever more weary with time. But I see I give the wrong impression. While it is true he attempted to open a letter with a salmon fillet the other evening, we are not here because I suspect his mind is deteriorating. Nor do I believe him to be so maddeningly unconcerned by the prospect of his own death as he once was. Indeed, the opposite is true. It is for this reason that I seek your advice. Since he returned from the Tempest, the Exarch is not as he was. He seems a different man, a younger man. I know not the details of his research, but when I saw him at work recently, there was a glint in his eye that I had never seen before. He looked happy. It was as if he had peered into the future and for the first time found joy there. Though it gladdens me to see him thus, I wonder if I should not keep my distance. I fear that my presence will only anchor him to the past, remind him of all the pain that came before.
Anchors keep us where we have chosen to be. He's lost without you, you know. And he misses you already. It's true. It's true.
Are you sure?
Yeah, the fucking guy thought he upset
you.
you.
We might remain as we were. As we have always been. What a relief. In that case, I will have to speak with him about the amount of time he is spending at work. This research is important, I know, but if he refuses to consider his own health, I will have to consider it for him.
What a pain in the ass of a woman she is, eh? Food! I will not keep you. You and your comrades have much to discuss. I will see the others back to their posts. How kind of you. Crystarium. He's probably going to be up at the Crystal Exarch. That's probably where he's going to be at. Gonna have to go and talk to them. Those weirdos. What is this? New Star Wars movie set on the Sith planet. That'd be cool. I'd like that. I think the Sith were pretty cool, to be fair. I thought they were pretty awesome. You know, despite them being masochistic murderers, but you know. Passion. Passion equals power, all that jazz. Either there is something here, or a lot of people are really awkward. Yeah, so I need to go up to the crystal. I want to play Dark Souls. Not right now, I just want to play Dark Souls. Need to, I actually might consider modding it on PC. Playing it in strictly offline mode, maybe try Dark Souls 2. I actually find that Dark Souls 2 is probably my favorite one. The world itself was my favorite, as much as it wasn't actually linked together or really all that sensical. I still like it. The others were quite shocked to hear of what we found in Lakeland. But now that you're here, there's a proposal I should like to make. Noted more and more people perusing books of history, the years leading up to the Flood in particular. I suspect they wish to know more. I too can attest to the falsehoods found within full many of the cabinet's tomes, with nary a mention of the noble deeds of Ardbert and his comrades. To be fair, they bear some responsibility for the Flood, but when the tale is told again and again over the course of a century, I'm not surprised to see their roles distorted and them painted as villains. Were it not for the records stored within the Crystal Tower, I would have had no reason to question the narrative. Unfortunately, the knowledge was of no use, for when I arrived here in the first, their reputation had already been irreparably tarnished. That said, there still remain those who worked tirelessly to defend their good name in those early days following the Flood. Considering all the good they had done, I find it a wonder they needed defending at all. They brought to justice the man who misused my knowledge to bring about the fall of Vobert, and such heroes could be spoken of in the same breath as Signature is absurd. Under normal circumstances, I would agree, but as time passed, those who knew firsthand of their deeds dwindled. In the end, only the truth remained that they were the cause of the Flood. There we go. With the world on the brink of oblivion, it was all too easy for the Warriors of Light to become villains, deserving only of resentment and hate. At that point, the truth mattered little. It would not change their lot. Thanks to all of you, however, their lot has changed, and now they may heed the long-forgotten truth. By the way, I'm very close to actually just getting all of the role quests done. I just need to level up the healer. The Black Mage is ready, I just need to do it. You claimed it as it was Ardbert who helped you overcome Emmett's spell, correct? Such a revelation would do well to sway the hearts of those who know him only as a villain. I have shared this with a select few, but one and all must be told his sacrifice. To that end, I say we proceed with Alphino's plan. We call together the people of the Crystarium and recount to them the true tale of the Warriors of Light and the Flood that followed in their wake. Well, let's say you kid. Spread the word, I say. I wish we had done this sooner. Fair enough, I really do. Like, to be honest, I really wish that they had all the fucking stuff that they had going for them. In hindsight, I agree, but better late than never, no? Exarch, might I ask you to continue working with Beck-Lug on our means of returning home? The rest of us will see to gathering the people of the Crystarium at the extra. We have to reach out to anyone and everyone who might be willing to lend an ear. With any luck, word will spread and more will accompany them. Now I gotta go and talk to a bunch of NPCs. There's probably gonna be about 3 of them. They're probably gonna be spread all over the fucking area. Not enthused about it. These kinds of quests actually annoy me. Oh fuck! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe 6. Man! Fucking tastic. Alright. Let's get to it. There's probably one up top there too. If I had to take a guess. If I had to hazard one anyways. I'm surprised if there wasn't. Krieg! Oh, it's Glenard. Glenard! Alright, so is this guy the Black Mage guy? Easy way to find out. Where's my Black Mage trivia? 420! Please! Yeah, so that guy's the guy for the Black Mage. As you can see, it's already, it just needs to be done. Alright. Alrighty, then we got Glenard! Well, well, to what do I owe the pleasure? Whatever it is, I must ask you to be brief. With the night return, visitors have been flocking to the Crystarium, and I find myself too busy by half. I don't mind it, though. Seeing the stars so full of life and excitement, one can almost forget the flood ever happened. We're gonna have a talk. The Warriors of Light, yes, the Exarch has mentioned them before, but everyone knows them now as the Cardinal Virtues, or are you suggesting there's more to it than that? Of course I am! There's way more to it than that. Well, you've yet to steer us wrong, so I'm willing to hear what you have to say. Godspeed. Alright. Now, either he is directly over here, or he's somewhere in the sky. I'm hoping that he's right over here. Hello? Hello? Ah, here we are. Ah, it's Froggy. This market guy. Come to browse wares in the market, have you? Well, I can guarantee you'll have no trouble finding what you need. Whatever it may be, under Yulmor's new leadership, trade has never been more prosperous. Word is that fellow from Daedalus Stoneworks has taken over as mayor. Did he really? Little wonder business is booming the way it is. I imagine it won't be long before all of Norvert reaps the benefits. But you've not come to talk about the market. Something on your mind? The Warriors of Light. Oh, look at that right there, yeah. I can easily get that. I see. The Exarch did mention they had something to do with your returning the night to Norvern. Alright, consider my interest piqued. I wonder if I can actually get up there this way. I don't picture as such. Yeah, I think so. Probably gonna have to hop down from there, aren't I? Yeah, whatever. We'll deal with it later. Alright, so that's 2. We got 3 more. Probably gonna have 1 below, 1 above, 2 below. Oh no, there's one over in the hospital wing. One's down there, I think. Yeah, one's up top. Ooh. Ah, this chick, the old lady. Ooh. Kid, my, what a wonderful surprise. Though I hope your being here doesn't mean someone's been hurt. Thanks to you, I've had far fewer patients coming through my door of late. Which is a shame, come to think of it. I've had fewer opportunities to test my new medicines. What a bitch. I jest, of course. It's actually been quite pleasant to have a few moments to myself now and again. Warriors of Light! They're not as chaotic as you think they are. The truth about the Warriors of Light, but the Exarch has already spoken with me about them. Well, if there's more to the tale, I'd very much like to hear it. Good! Scum like you, who are unwilling to hear the truth, do not deserve to live. Try me, fool. Shank a bitch. I pitied fool. The Crystarium, though very pretty, is fucking huge. Crafting classes. Woohoo! Not my fucking cup of tea, thank you very much. While I do... Ooh. There's thieves here? Ah! Fuck! That's a rapier. I am sad. I am very sad. Man. Ugh. Well, what a coincidence. I was just reading over a letter I received from Grindelwald not long ago. He says a visitor from the Crystarium found him at the bottom of the ocean, and that she inspired him to reach new artistic heights. Well, I can only think of one person capable of both feats, though I'd say the latter is far more impressive. I think fate could bring the two of you together in such a place. I'm sorry, you mean the Exarch didn't tell us the whole story about the Warriors of Light? Well, whatever he's left unsaid, I'm all ears. Damn right you are. Recording note. Buzz. Useless! Alright, because I don't want to take the long road down, I'll just do this. Teleport! Alright, Cabinet Curiosity. I was about to go to the wrong place. I almost thought that I went to the wrong place. Yawn. Here we are. Bored. No, this can't be. Surely there is at least one book here that does not cast the words of light and their deeds in such a negative light. Don't worry. We're gonna set that shit straight. Oh, kid, forgive me. The Cabinet of Curiosity has been bustling with visitors of late, but I fear our repository lacks for the knowledge they seek. The people wish to know the truth of the flood, of the Warriors of Light. I have searched high and low, but alas, every account portrays them no better than sin-eaters, abominations worthy of only scorn and resentment. I know they were not always judged so harshly, yet I can find no proof, and dare I call myself a librarian? Jesus. Don't worry, we got this shit covered. You would address the people and tell them the truth of the Warriors of Light, of the flood. How wonderful. You have regaled me with the tale once before, but I should love to hear it again. Oh, and you may be assured I will not come alone. Good! Bring them all! Ow, my ankles. Plaza? To the plaza, I say! My roommates have not returned. I hope they are okay. Run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the samurai man. Here we are. Alphino! There you are. Between the four of us, I dare say we've swept the Crystarium from top to bottom. Now we need but wait for the people together. Between the four of us, my left ass cheek. It was all me. Oh, my neck. The only person I didn't talk to is the goddamn owner of the, the place where we sleep. The inn.
Yes, this looks to be nearly everyone. Let us begin, shall we? Though I am usually the first to hold forth at such events, I think on this occasion that honor should fall to you.
God damn it! Make me talk and stuff.
They would be more inclined to take the word of the Warrior of Darkness.
Indeed. In light of the subject matter, who better than thee to speak these truths?
Samurai of Darkness. I'm not wielding an axe. I love how it would probably show all four scenes if I actually did them. Honestly, it probably would, but I've only done 2. Alright, Yeah, and then it goes directly to this one. Yeah. See? So that scene would have drastically changed if I'd done the Black Mage and the Healer, as well as the additional one.
Wicked White? The Warriors of Light did all that?
They did a hell of a lot more, sir, believe me.
So they never... I mean, they only ever wanted to help. And when everything they'd done turned to ash, they still carried on.
They gave everything to stop the flood. First their lives, then their souls. And they managed it too, in the end. They saved us. And we cursed their names.
This should go a long way towards clearing the air.
Oi!
Impossible.
Fucking really.
I definitely see something. You don't think it's a ghost, do you?
Oh, it's the dog.
Nay, yonder standeth no bloodless apparition, but a warrior of light and darkness both. Ardbert.
What in the world?
It's you! The one who slew the Eater!
That it should be the warrior of darkness who brought the truth to light. You've saved me a fair bit of time, though I have a few words of my own to say, if I may.
People of the Crystarium, I am Ardbert, one of those you know as a warrior of light.
That's impossible. You should be dead.
Aye, that I should. But as the world has been given new life, so too have I. I know not why I, and I alone, have been gifted this chance. But I do know this. Only by the will of the star itself could such a miracle come to pass. The hero who stands before you now, the warrior of darkness, is not of this world. And the day will come when she must return to her home. But this land is our home. And if it is to remain so, now and forevermore, it is we who must protect it. The time to rely on saviors from afar has passed. It is you who must rise. You who must become the new warriors of light.
What? Us? Warriors of Light?
None of us were born heroes, my friend. I was only ever a man with a thirst for adventure. But wherever my journeys took me, I was invariably confronted with the same choice. To lend what aid I could to those in need, or not. And I always chose the former. Any one of you could do the same. All you need is the will to help your fellow man, and the resolve to see it through.
Who the hell are you?
From thine own lips did we learn of Ardbert's fate, and by thy countenance I gather thou art not inclined to recant thy testimony. Yet whosoever this man may be, his words hold truth and resonate with the citizenry besides. For us to voice our doubts here and now would serve but to sow disquiet. 'Twere better we retired unto the ocular and there discuss this matter in private.
Go. I will stay here and watch.
Considering Ardbert's soul was to have merged with mine, I'm not too sure exactly what is happening. Much less, even more so, how the one guy managed to get his body and soul together, if he did it all.
That is a warrior of light of the first. I've not had the pleasure of making his acquaintance, but as you all seem to be in agreement, I gather this is no simple case of mistaken identity.
Unfortunately not.
As far as I was able to discern, that was indeed Ardbert. It has been a long time, but not that long. Could he truly have been resurrected as he claims?
Absolutely not. Looks like him and sounds like him, but it isn't him. Yeah, sorry, but...
Ardbert did entrust his very soul unto thee. I see no reason to question thy judgment.
Nor I. To my eyes, your ether burns as brightly as the day you slew Emmett Selk. That is proof that he is with you still.
Yet that which standeth now before the people is far more than a passing imitation. I am reminded of the cardinal virtues, though a sin-eater he is not. Which leaveth but one plausible explanation.
Of course.
That he is an Ascian.
Given their fondness for posthumous possession, I would have to agree. From what I understand, the Warriors of Light were laid to rest in Yulmore by those whom they had aided in life. At the time, some few still remembered them as heroes. Needless to say, 4 of them were subsequently exhumed to serve as the virtues. And if one knew where to look, Ardbert, would not have been difficult to find.
Assuming then that this is indeed the work of an Ascian, my mind inevitably turns to the last remaining paragon to survive the Sundering.
Elidibus. That Xenos hath reclaimed his own flesh is known. Thus evicted from his borrowed form, and cognizant no doubt of Emmett Selk's failure here in the first, 'tis quite possible the emissary chose Ardbert for his next vessel.
Inhabiting the flesh of the fallen? My, that is unsavory. And they do this often, you say?
Unfortunately, they do it quite frequently.
Verily, for they possess no corporeal forms of their own. In what one may term their natural state, none save those gifted with the echo can perceive them.
Sadly enough.
Indeed, when Elidibus intruded upon the waking sands, his presence did go unmarked by all save Nymphilia and the Warrior of Light.
Yep.
On that occasion I myself remained ignorant of his coming until after his departure. It was only at a later juncture, when he deigned to appear before me in borrowed flesh, that I was finally able to take the measure of him. In such puppetry do the Ascians engage when they seek to influence the course of history.
And they have gained much by it. Emmett Selk single-handedly built the Garlean Empire in this manner, while the Hebrea came close to conquering Eorzea, having taken possession of Thancred's living body.
La Hebrea. Right.
Yet it must needs be noted that the Ascians cannot avail themselves of all mortal vessels. For were they able to do so, none would serve as a better pawn than our own redoubtable champion. Mayhap the blessing of light shieldeth Hydaelyn's chosen from Ascian influence. Or mayhap other forces are at work. We cannot say for certain.
Whatever the reason, I hope it holds true. I dare not contemplate what might come to pass otherwise.
Is it not peculiar, then, that Ardbert's mortal remains should be susceptible, given that he was once a warrior of light? Or did the final departure of his soul make it possible, perhaps? Regardless, to hear an Ascian use him to call forth new warriors of light boggles the mind.
Elidibus hath ever been an enigma, his ostensible purpose being to preserve the balance between light and dark. When he made overtures towards me, however, I was afforded a glimpse behind the mask of the self-appointed emissary. I shall not defend mine actions, undertaken in pursuit of a better understanding of our foe as either wise or prudent. Nevertheless, what little I did glean may now prove useful. Elidibus possesseth a subtle mind, practiced in the art of manipulation. That he coaxed this star's most valiant heroes as far as the source with naught save half-truths is no trifling feat. And now I believe he doth employ his skills once more to some as yet unknown end. Though naught is certain, should my suspicions prove true, we shall have need of all our wits if we are to uncover and thereafter thwart his plot.
Agreed. 'Tis plain that simply speaking out against him will not avail us. At best, it would only serve to confuse the people. And I would hesitate to do anything which might tarnish Ardbert's reputation once more, nor yours by association. That being the case, it may be wise to keep a covert eye on this Ardbert's movements, as we attempt to discern his purpose and how best to mitigate his influence.
His performance appears to have concluded. What now? Go back out and follow him?
'Twould appear Master Alphino already has pursuit in mind, and I suspect one pair of eyes shall better serve our cause than half a dozen. Let the rest of us maintain an inconspicuous distance, for the present at least.
I thought that he simply revived him. If he is inhabiting the flesh, that'd be something else entirely, and I'm not fond of that idea at all. God damn it. With furrowed brow, the crystal exarch deliberates your next move. Ooh, rabbits! I like these. I like the rabbits. I like the rabbits a lot. You did well to dispel the falsehoods surrounding the warriors of light and their actions prior to the flood. Though I must say the reappearance of Ardbert, or rather one who appropriated his identity, was a rather curious development. He is an impostor, of that there is no doubt, but to the masses he will appear as a hero returned from the grave. After the warriors of light were laid to rest in Yulmore, the people prayed fervently. How's it going?
Sorry, I didn't make supper.
It's all good. I threw it in the fridge. I threw the meat in the fridge. I just ended up. Where's Russell? Is he still out?
Russell?
Yeah. Oh.
He come and picked me up at 11.
Oh, gotcha.
And then I just went up to the shop with him.
And just stayed there for a while, helping out. How's it going? Fair enough. Crap, what time is it? I can check. Fuck, it's 3 o'clock. Busy night then, eh? That's not so bad. Bring anything back or nah? Did he bring anything back or no? No. What a guy. What's that? I'm good for now. I had some ramen. That's your guys' food. Eat your stuff.
Chili.
Yeah.
Free of charge.
Yeah, but you guys probably still want to eat. Like, jeez.
I'm going to bed. I'm gonna put. There's 2 cups here. The one has the C on it. It's the chili. Please don't touch the other one.
Please?
Yeah.
What's the other one?
Potato bacon soup.
I don't know. It's gonna be hard to resist.
It's a good soup, and I haven't had it in a while. So
Yeah, I know it's good soup. I don't much care for it though.
But yeah, I put a C on the one for the chilies.
Alrighty. Oh. Hi, dog. Dog's here. Alrighty. The people prayed fervently for the gods to deliver them from their plight. Prayed that these fallen heroes be born again for their sacrifices. What better irony, right? I, for one, would like to know why Ardbert urged the people to become warriors of light themselves. Ere we take action, we must needs ascertain his intent. Let us pray that Master Alphino returneth soon with that most essential knowledge. For now, I think it best to praise Thancred and Rhine of our efforts. When we do confront Ardbert, we shall no doubt have need of their strength. What's to come? Which shoulder is it? Oh, it's this one that I can't see. Why is it this shoulder that's invisible? Visible shoulder. See, look at that. I have it right shoulder, but just, yeah, I guess it just wants to be invisible. How rude. Becklug and I will continue our research. It's just Winnie the Pooh. Then I think it time I return to the Great Wood. Until now, everything we have learned of the Ascians has been handed to us at their leisure. But that was one of Emmett Selk's unique failings. I have no reason to think Elidibus will be as forthcoming. Fortunately, I recently received a word from Fano that heretofore unexplored chambers have been discovered deep within the Khitan rabble. Almit believes the relics within tell a great calamity that befell an ancient civilization, that of the Ascians, perhaps. They may lead us to the truths we seek. Would you care for company? Be sure to let me be sure to let me know how that works out. Lazy hero of darkness. Nah. I'm not that kind of person, sorry. I wouldn't dream of going without you. When you are ready, make for Fano. Almit and her sisters will be expecting us. Fantastic. Then let us be about our tasks. Pray, give my regard to the V's. Bunny girls! Woo! The real porn stars. Fano. Here we go. Fuck, it's already 3:10. So we're probably gonna have a dungeon after this. Hey, there's more. There's stuff. Side quests? I like side quests that give me stuff. what? Blessings of the Wood. I'm gonna end up having to do all of these damn quests. A sight unseen. After all, there's one mini quest here that gives us a minion that I don't have. That I need to have. Fuck, that's a lot of side quests. Holy hell. Reach for the stars. Yeah, so I need to be on that platform, I believe. I do remember being one of these so-called bees. Hello, sisters. Hello, love. Welcome, allies of Ronka. We have accomplished much since last you came. With the Lightworn dead and its minions dispersed, we have at last reclaimed our hunting grounds near Raktika Falls. There's a light behind me. Oh no. It was there that we discovered more ruins, although we ran afoul of no traps. While exploring its halls, we determined that the innermost chambers were warded by magics. We all were in agreement. Before any investigation could proceed, you should be summoned. We are grateful that you did. From what you have told me, I strongly suspect that the wisdom my comrades and I seek can be found within. This wisdom could prove invaluable, for we may soon face a foe whose greatest asset is our ignorance. I see. Then it is good that you have come. For Ronka was once home to the greatest of weapons, knowledge and understanding. And it is our duty to ensure that you and yours do not want for either. That said, we must proceed with caution. To have reached the inner chambers unmolested suggests a more formidable deterrent yet lies within. Come now. Surely any threat sleeping within the ruins pale in comparison to those we have faced thus far. This is not a game, sister. You should not be so eager to run headlong into danger. Oh, and who was it pining for the return of our allies, that we might venture into the ruins, clutching her staff at night, wishing it were... You promised not to tell. Then I suggest we be going. I want her weapon. It looks so cool. Get back here. Remind me exactly how old are you and your sisters? On second thought, perhaps it's better I do not know. Pray forgive her overzealous nature. None save we three have been privileged to escort you and yours into the ruins, and bear witness to its secrets. Their hearts now burn with a curiosity that is not easily sated. Please, you needn't apologize. As a seeker of knowledge myself, I understand full well their enthusiasm, and if not for your sedulous efforts to protect the ruins, we would not be afforded this opportunity. Speaking of which, I believe we have kept you away from the ruins long enough. Come, let us make for the Kitana revel. The place which is very dungeony. That place. You know what? No, that's not what I want. That's what I want. God, that's such an ugly little thing. Give me this one. You can fly, right? I need to be on the ground to do it. Oh, it's so fucked up. The music of this place is still gorgeous. Honestly, like, this is probably the best music in the game. If I had to legitimately take a gander and say which one I liked the most. As far as this DLC, I like this place at night. Umbral Wind, huh? I wonder if that means that there's a fate up. Special one. I have a lot of fates that I still need to do. Attack of the block, huh? Ugly ass creature to go over. It is most strange for these halls to be left unguarded. Have care when breaking the seal on the chamber door. Danger surely awaits us on the other side. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. We have sufficient time. Though I probably could have gone and gotten that chili. Though I'd have to warm it up.
Come. Our new discoveries are to be found this way.
Her accent is so unique. I seriously do want her spear, though. Ugh. It is really cool.
The people of Ronka are known to have venerated animals, but these features do not match those of any indigenous species.
Oh, certainly
this is
not.
No common beast.
That's creepy as fuck.
Though that much is plain from its proportions.
It almost looks
Lifelike,
like...
is it not? One could almost imagine it breathed.
It almost looks like... the weapon? Like Ultima Weapon. It almost looks like Ultima Weapon.
Why you... Ugh.
This owl, by contrast, seems no different from the others we've seen.
The sealed door lies ahead.
It really does remind me of Ultima Weapon. It's kind of odd.
As you see, one statue is missing. I expect we are meant to replace it as before.
Idiots.
Too simple. There will be some additional defense mechanism.
Yeah, the statue.
Just a moment. There are words carved into the stone. He who would disturb a hero's deserved slumber shall instead waken the beast and know his folly. Wait! Don't!
Oh my.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. It lives!
Why am I not surprised? Prepare yourselves.
You are. What? Motherfucker! I want it. Okay. Yet, to heroes proven learned and wise, a comrade's soul shall be their prize. If you would see their set free, answer me these riddles 3. Deft of paw, with kin do I vie, though sought apart, bereavement of whose efforts? What? Deft of claw? That sounds like a coral. What? For this mistake, a single talisman I shall take. Rude! Alright, no, I actually need to pay attention. With Fearsome Fang, I travel with Pack. Together we find harmony, and thus for the peace of the land stick. And as for peace, our land does not lack. What am I? With Fearsome Fang, I travel with Pack. That's a wolf. Yeah. You lost your sister. She's dead. Gone. 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 Oh, my belly do I crawl. Why am I... By my strength does prosperity reign throughout our hall? On my belly. So that'd be a snake. Yeah. The only thing that... Yeah. Indeed. The dread serpent turned protector, lured to slumber. Blah, 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 blah. All this stuff. Yeah, but what about her? Try me. What? Okay. The wall. Him. You have anything to say? Fuck. I feel like this has something to do with the actual statue. Like those old statues. I can't fucking remember it at all. Fuck, that's from so long ago. Let's see here. I mean, if it's just... Oh! Oh! Okay. That's an enemy. I really hope this one isn't. Actually, I should probably just use the one that I know isn't. Also an enemy. What about this one over here? There she is. Yet still there remains one trial you must pass. If you would glean the knowledge enshrined in this earth, I would first take the measure of your worth. One worthy of the soul of Ronkin and whatever, and told must be strong of mind, body, and soul. The Watcha! Wow. Ooh. Such a shadow, huh? Summon.
Here I come.
Oi. I like the glow on my sword. Oh, it's not a hard mechanic to understand. Anyone who's gotten to this point should full well understand how this might work. Poison, huh? Oof. leave them there then. There you go. Oh, you, thank you. You are not pretty. Either way, victory is ours. Oh, pardon me. Yeesh.
Twould seem the magics have returned us. How polite. Now,
Very.
what have we learned?
Ah, we were bound to run into a living statue eventually. And now we can open the door.
You're an idiot. What a dumb bitch! Jeez.
He who would disturb a hero's deserved slumber.
Let's see here.
A tomb, just as I thought. Befitting a hero.
She is Vis. Could it be the Archmage Tiuna? A legendary hero of Ronka, as you surmised. The tales tell of how she smote entire armies with a single incantation. So potent was her spellcraft, though she ever fought in the name of peace.
I thought them no more than tales. To think she really existed.
Well, I for one always believed.
I wonder. By the light of fallen stars, great power awakens.
Tiuna was not only a master of spellcraft. It is said she could see truths long lost and hear the voices of men's hearts.
Naught less than the echo. In which case, none of this is mere coincidence. A shower of stars setting the sky aflame. And in both this world and the Source, we find individuals within whom a mysterious power awakened at the sight. We can never unpick the why of it. Now, however, I believe we might. Does the scene depicted here not resemble the one we saw when we first ventured into the Katana Ravel? Moreover, Does it not recall that which Emmett Selk invited us to witness in Amarot? The final days. If, as the Exarch's research suggests, soul and mind share a fragile yet profound bond, might it not be possible for an event to leave such a deep imprint upon the soul that it could be perceived eons later, given a suitable trigger? The echo defies explanation by conventional etherological theory, or shall we say modern etherological theory. But if it is a power that once belonged to the ancients, to souls yet undivided... It would seem I have entered the realm of pure speculation, and I call myself a scholar. I shall refrain from making any further wild claims until such time as I have evidence. Still, I cannot choose but be reminded of our experience in Amarot.
Then you must recall Emmett Selk's dying quest. I will not soon forget.
Remember us.
History is learned, not lived. We have always protected the Tales of Ronka, just as we have protected this place. But we are mindful of what our mothers taught us. We see the past through our own eyes, and speak of it with our own words. Thus do we come to understand it in our own way. But this is not the same as remembering.
Your mothers were wise. Though we witnessed the final days, our impressions cannot fail to be colored by our own experiences and expectations. Those who lived through it would have perceived the event quite differently. We must bear in mind that it is no simple matter to keep the truth alive, or it will die with Emmett Selk and his kin. But we have disturbed Tuna long enough. Fanau will serve similarly well as a venue for our contemplations.
Not the person's grave who I thought it was, anyways. Great deal older that tomb is. From what I expected, anyways. By your pensive expression, I take it the tomb has given you much to think about. That is well. In time, the knowledge you have gleaned will lead to understanding, and thus arm you for what is to come. Before you leave, however, I would speak again of the teachings of our forebears, of histories learned, not lived. Man, fuck you people. Being all able to go and do these extra difficult raids and shit. The legend of Tiuna and her exploits has been told countless times over the centuries, yet it is handed down from one generation to the next. The story changes. With each telling of the tale, there are new flourishes. Details changed or lost. We can never truly know how she lived, for we were not there to see it. But we are here now to bear witness to your life. We have seen the change you have wrought, the echoes that will endure long after you are gone, and through it too well change in time. Though it too well will change in time, I swear to you, we shall do our best to preserve your story. Jeez. I hope you'll forgive me if I don't make an oath of my own but I think it goes without saying we could never misspeak of your heroism. Perish the thought. So long as we are here, there is none among the V's who will not know of all you have done for Novrent. We are not deserving of such reverence, but we are grateful all the same. You can be certain we will have our own tales to tell of the great guardian of Riptika and the ruins of Ronka. I pray you safe travels then. As ever, we shall await your return with open arms. And with that, I'm going to take a break. Hey look, we broke 5 million. Ooh, you lucky bastard, I want that mount so bad. So we got plenty done today. I imagine that there's still plenty more in the story to do. We still have a dungeon to discover. I'm probably going to save all that for tomorrow. There's a hell of a lot more here than I thought there was going to be. I'm very happy that the fact that there is still more. There's a lot to the story. There's still the raids that we get to unlock. There's still side quests to do. There's fishing. There's stuff like that. And it's awesome that they gave us so much in this patch. There's crafting. They did a lot. Apparently there was also someone who was saying that they also expanded the original maps, that they might have plans of allowing flying in those ones, which I heavily doubt, but either way, it'd be cool, but I would imagine it more for like fishing and swimming and stuff like that, but that's neither here nor there. It'd be cool, but I doubt it. Anyways, if you enjoyed what we were doing today, please do feel free to hit that like button and subscribe so that way you can see more. Don't forget to ring the bell so that way you stay notified for whenever I actually post something or start streaming. Because as you may know, YouTube is very unkind to those who don't ring that bell for notifications. Either way, as I said, I hope you enjoyed what we did today, and I will see you guys in the next one, whenever it may. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.